Hi, everybody. This is Kamille, your medical weight loss and nutrition specialist, helping you get through this journey of weight loss. I want to share with you today a letter that I got, and I'm sure you can relate to it as far as like, why is it so hard to lose weight? And I love this letter because it's basically explained my journey. I lost over 100 pounds several years ago, so I totally can relate. And I want to read this to you. Hi, Kamille. I've been getting your newsletter and I find them very helpful. I have a question. I'm eating right. I'm working out at the gym. I was losing for a while, but then I stopped. This happens every time I try to lose weight. In the past, I would have given up, but I don't want to this time. I'm committed to reaching my goal, but I'm so frustrated. What do you think I'm doing wrong? Rebecca, thank you so much for writing me this email because I totally feel your pain, your frustration, because I've been there. Many of you may not know, maybe this is the first time you've watched my videos, or you haven't seen my videos ever before or in the past or whatever. If you don't know my story, I lost over 100 pounds several years ago with the help of a celebrity trainer. I apologize if you hear some planes travel. I live in a beautiful neighborhood. Unfortunately, it's right by the airport. So if I stop this video, I'll never get it done because they just travel over. So I hope it's not too loud. But anyway, so first, Rebecca, I'm so grateful that you're enjoying my newsletters. And secondly, I'm so grateful that you're committed. Being committed is a different kind of vibration, meaning that you're not in this to stop. You know you're going to have trouble. You know you're going to have difficulties, but that's part of it because that's any time you want to change your life. It's going to be a hassle. It's going to be a challenge. So expect that everything is going to be rocky. However, I do understand that we want to get through this and we want to get through it the fastest way that we can. And so here's how I basically answered Rebecca's email. So first, like I said, thank you so much for reaching out to me, reading my email. Second, I'm glad you're committed. And third, have you ever considered that maybe the reason why it's taking you so long, or the reason why you've lost for a while and then you stopped and you're having such a hard time, maybe you could have a medical condition. Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I am a medical weight loss specialist. I work with physicians and I have been working with doctors since 2011 when it comes to nutrition, weight loss, wellness. And I learned through working with physicians that people could have a medical condition that prevents you from losing weight. There's a lot of conditions that could possibly be the culprit, but mainly there's 5 that I kind of want to talk about. And in the description box down below, I have a link to an article where I explain everything fully. You are welcome to go there. But one of the conditions that maybe you have heard before is thyroid. Now, thyroid is located right here. It's right at the base of your neck. It's shaped like a butterfly. Usually women have thyroid conditions, but men can have them too. Your thyroid basically is your powerhouse of your metabolism. And so if the thyroid is off, everything is thrown. Literally, your cardiovascular system, your circulatory system, everything can be thrown off. So, thyroid could be the culprit, and you want to get that checked out, and I'll explain how to do that and what you're going to ask your doctor for. So there's different thyroid conditions. One of the major ones is hypothyroidism, which means that your thyroid is working at a lower level. And so it's, some of the symptoms are you feel cold, you're tired all the time, and there's no weight loss. Like you get on the scale and it's the same darn number day after day after day. That usually the scale, when you get on it, it fluctuates. But usually when people have thyroid conditions, it's the same number. So that's one condition. The second one is called PCOS, and this is generally for women only. PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that has to do with some hormonal imbalances that have to do with fertility, and that can really, really offset your weight loss drastically. It also has an element of what's called insulin resistance. Now, anybody can be what's called insulin resistant. That just means that your cells, your body's cells, are not drawing in the glucose from the foods that you're eating, mainly from carbs, and carbs from fruits, vegetables, of course, grains, whole foods, and junk food. You know, if you're playing around with junk food, that's considered a carb. And so your body isn't really utilizing the glucose at a high level where it's using it for energy. The glucose stays in your blood system. When it does that, it makes it very difficult to lose weight. So that's called insulin resistance. You don't even have to be overweight to have it. However, it's a nuisance. Another condition that you could have would be prediabetes or diabetes, type 2 diabetes, even type 1 diabetes. I explain that in the article, what they are and what some of the symptoms are. However, both of these conditions, or all three of them, can cause difficulty in losing weight. And then the fifth one would be hormonal imbalances, whether they're from menopausal, could be estrogen levels that are decreasing. If you're a male, it could be testosterone. Women have testosterone too. Men have estrogen too. They're all wacko at that point when you're not losing. There's symptoms to that. And so you always want to start. You know, usually people go out for these diets. I don't really necessarily believe in diets anymore. I did. And that was what helped me get to be over 100 pounds overweight, is because I focused on dieting. And when I decided that I wasn't going to do that anymore, and I was going to focus on getting healthy, my coach, I worked with a coach, and she suggested, you know, Kamille, go to your doctor and get a wellness exam. So that's what I'm suggesting to you. Get a wellness exam. In that exam, you want to make sure that everything's covered. You get your blood work done, and they're going to look for any condition that could be preventing you from losing weight. Let's just say that the report comes back with nothing. Then ask to see a specialist. When it comes to weight loss, you want to see a specialist called an endocrinologist. I will put that in the description box. That type of doctor works with your metabolism and it covers everything. He or she will get a blood work drawn for you, total lab work done, and will also check things that your primary doctor may not be looking for. So once again, thank you so much for listening to this video, for even going on this journey. You know, losing weight is hard. It can be very hard. I think what's the hardest part is that you wanted it yesterday. We want to be thin yesterday, and we're not. So we have to go through the character building, the changing our body, changing our lifestyle. But I just want you to know that before you give up on this, check your health. Make sure that everything is good, everything's clear. Let's just say that you do go to your doctor and they find out that you do have a condition. Then work with your doctor on that. You know, it's a block. I consider any type of medical condition what I call a physical weight loss block. There's three main blocks: physical, mental, and spiritual. Spiritual meaning emotional as well. And I put a link down there that explains in the box that explains what I really mean by that. You know, I have coached thousands of people. I have had over 10,000 consultations. So I'm really good. I'm a scientist at heart. I'm a scientist in my mind. I love seeing patterns. And I would see patterns in what was keeping people from losing weight. And I formulated some information on that, which I talk about in the article. So, it's not you. A lot of this is not you per se. Of course, we can make better decisions on what we eat. Yeah, we can work out more. Yeah, we can drink more water. Those are the tips that you get whenever you feel like I'm not losing. So what do? You go on Dr. Google and you look for, why am I not losing weight? And the typical responses are, work out more, drink more water, eat more protein. Okay, those are great, but I have been at this since 2011 working with physicians. There's more to it than those articles. And that's why I'm so glad that you're here. If you want to really know the real deal on losing weight, then please subscribe, click the bell so that you get your videos every day, because that's my goal, is to bring you something every day. So once again, Rebecca, thank you so much for writing this email. I hope that anybody who's listening to this, it resonates with you and that you have gotten some tips from it. I'm Kamille, your medical weight loss specialist and nutrition coach, helping you get through this thing called weight loss. And just remember, I call what's called the 3 Ks. K for Kamille, but mainly keep it going. Keep going. Keep your eye on the goal and keep positive. You will get there. Believe me, you will. So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, please ask. I am into conversation. It's not just me giving you information. So it's a dialogue. Please make sure that you comment below. If there's anything you want to know, I will be glad to answer it. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.